How's it going, guys? Joe here. It's not the first time something like this has actually came across my page. Because I'll ask you guys about, like, hey, what was something you would like to talk about? And verbal and physical abuse usually are really big ones. How to get out of it, how to better yourself, and how to, like, essentially get out of the situation, and what do you do from there. Now, I have been through my own verbal abuse, and I've had to deal with being called less than what I now believe I am. But you have people that have been told that they're not smart enough, you're not cute enough, you're never going to go anywhere, you're nothing without me, you'll never be anything more. And the list just keeps going fucking on, because those are just the abusers that we have just latched onto because it's familiar to us. A lot of us, it's familiar. It's the familiarity will always find its way through a crowd, and that one person will always stand out. Now, it's always tough to get into a better relationship or even trust somebody who's willing to help you through this process. And a lot of it comes from not wanting the help, but it's believing everything that they've been told. They will believe that everything that has been told to them is factual. And it's so fucking hard to break. It's so hard to break out of that stupid ass cycle that abusers have put us in and put others in. And if you know somebody that's a little too verbal, or just says things that are just out of pocket, or whatever the case may be, put them in check. Like, you have no idea the amount of damage they could be doing to that individual or to other individuals. It doesn't have to be just in a relationship. It could be your boss. It could be someone you just happen to see every day. It could be the person fucking at Starbucks. Like, these people are out there, and it's tough when you start to believe it. When you start to understand that you're like, okay, I'm going to just change my beliefs because now this makes sense. Now, for those that dealt with it at a younger age, it's even harder to break that cycle. It is really hard to break that cycle, because now, through that learning process and that learning, the major learning stages in your life, you've never been told anything different. Then you go in, and that bleeds into your relationships. That then just continues this cycle, and ultimately you're going to end up choosing to choose familiarity, choose something that ultimately is going to say, hey, like, this is comfortable, when the mind is always going to want to kind of resist change. And with talking with verbal abuse, it's, okay, I am now stepping out of that box. I have determined that, hey, you are unhealthy to keep in my life. You are non-productive to a positive mental state. Now you step away from that relationship, or you step away from that job, or you step away from that coffee shop, or you step away from a girlfriend, boyfriend, like, or you have to let some family members go. Like, this can happen anywhere. It could be a teacher, and if you don't speak up and you allow it to just be normal, you're never going to be able to break your own cycle. And then once you do break that cycle, congratulations, you've made it to a huge fucking step. It's like, okay, now from here, that's the hard part, because it's like being an alcoholic in a bar. It's temptation's going to be all around you, but it's going to be ultimately your decision to make sure that you do not fall back into a same non-productive pattern. So now you have gotten some help. You've now identified the problems. You identified the situations that you need to be avoided, or that need to be avoided, and you start to learn like positive affirmations, things that you need to surround yourself with to make sure that you don't fall back into that. Now, what do you do from there? That's where you've found your voice. You found it. You found it. The amount of accomplishment that comes from finally being able to say enough is enough. I know what the fuck I deserve, and I know how I'm gonna get it. And I'm gonna start by making one decision at a time. I'm gonna make one decision at a time, and from there, I am gonna start, using my voice to help those that might need a friend. Using my voice to say, no, it's okay to break the cycle. You aren't what the fuck they told you. And I'm sorry. A lot of these videos that I do with you guys are just kind of very just real. I get emotional, but it's more of, I'm so pissed off on the amount of times that I was told that I'll never be good enough. And for the couple individuals that made me feel that way, fuck you guys. I'm better. I'm better than that. And you're better than that. Every single one of you guys are better than that. I love you all, and you all deserve to be treated with respect, dignity, and if you are beautiful. You're not fat. You're fucking smart. You will get that fucking job. And I'm always going to believe in you. And I am always going to have your back. Because fuck those people who said different. Hopefully you guys help each other find that voice. And I really hope you guys have a wonderful night. See you guys.